Imagine getting paid just for sharing your thoughts on products and services you use every day. With Survey Junkie, it's that simple. Click on the link in the video description to discover how you can start earning today by taking surveys.
Disgraced Team USA Gymnastics Dr. Larry Nassar has been getting protection from gangsters in exchange for sexual favors, according to an inmate. Grace Pinson, a now transgender inmate who is currently incarcerated in Allentown, Pennsylvania, told the New York Post that Nassar, who was sentenced to hundreds of years in prison for abusing gymnasts and children, pays for his protection by providing sexual favors and money to others. Nassar, 60, worked at Michigan State University and also served as a team doctor at Indianapolis-based USA Gymnastics. He's now serving decades in prison for assaulting female athletes, including medal-winning Olympic gymnasts Simone Biles and Aly Raisman. Pinson, who was sentenced to 20 years in prison for sending a threatening letter to former President George W. Bush in 2005, explained that around June 2021, Nassar was seen entering a Sumter County, Florida federal prison cell with Mexican gang members. The cell door remained shut and the windows were covered, which only happens when inmates are doing drugs or having sex, according to Pinson. Larry Nassar has decided, sucking D*** is a better way of staying alive, Pinson told the New York Post. The inmate referred to Nassar as a scared little church mouse, who would only leave his cell to visit the chapel, where the two would talk about his paid protection. He wished he didn't need those guys. In some ways what they expected of him was worse than the idea of being stabbed and killed, Pinson said. She said that Nassar allegedly paid the gang members a couple $100s a month to protect him inside. Pinson added that the members initially informed her about the deal. The prisoner said that she also saw a phone that her cellmate had that gangsters would often use to discuss business and manage drug transactions. Pinson believes that the gang members forced the child molester to perform sexual favors as a way to humiliate and degrade Nassar for what he did to the girls. Making Larry Nassar suck your D*** in prison, it's a twisted way of paying him back for what he did to those women, Pinson said. Nassar has since been transferred to a federal prison in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. He declined to be interviewed by the New York Post, and Scott Taylor, the Bureau of Prisons spokesman, declined to comment on Pinson's claims. You're not going to risk your life for Larry Nassar for a couple of $100, Pinson said. Meanwhile, Jose Rojas, the former president of the Coleman Prison Officers Union, did not agree with Pinson's claims. Rojas said that Nassar was held in the dropout unit, which is considered safer than general population, where he was stabbed by an inmate about a year ago. That's one of those places if you're an inmate, you want to go into that unit because everything is quiet, Rojas said. On July 9, 2023, Nassar was attacked in his cell by fellow inmate Shane McMillan, who used a makeshift weapon to stab him away from any cameras. He was stabbed at least 10 times, twice in the neck, twice in the back and 6 times in the chest, suffering a collapsed lung. As an official said, he was lucky to be alive. The attack was deemed an unwitnessed event because there are no cameras inside the prison cell, according to an insider. Only common areas and corridors are monitored by video. McMillan is serving time for assaulting a correctional officer at a federal penitentiary in Louisiana in 2006 and attempting to stab another inmate to death at the federal Supermax prison in Florence, Colorado in 2011, according to court records. Officers responded to Nassar's cell and performed what officials said were life-saving measures. He was taken to a hospital, where he remained in stable condition. Cell doors on most federal prison units are typically open during the day, letting prisoners move around freely within the facility. McMillan is scheduled to be released from prison in May 2046, according to a Bureau of Prisons inmate database and court records, though that could change if he is charged and convicted of attacking Nassar. Recently, LSU gymnast Olivia Dunn appeared to describe the camp, Caroli's Ranch in Huntsville, Texas, where Nassar abused the team's athletes, as an asylum in a TikTok video. Dunn was a member of the junior national team that trained at the Texas camp under the USA Gymnastics program.